Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the year 1924. I wasn't expecting us to get our crowd from there as well. This is a very wide audience, I will say. One thing I didn't like about the year 1924, a lot of homophobia, I'll say. I don't like homophobia. I think it's ridiculous to be afraid of gay people. Any gay people here? I am working on that. I'm really trying. I am a straight white man, though. I am. I know looks can be deceiving because it looks like I'm going to break into a musical number at any moment. But I'm a straight white male, which in 1924 we have another word for that. We call it hired. Yes, I have. Any job I want, I can get at this point. We did do a lot of good things in the 20s. Like we got women the right to vote in 1920, so smooth sailing for women from there on out, all easy stuff. It is weird being a straight, I'm a cisgender guy, but I do still have women's intuition. I can tell when a guy's really creepy. I have a good, I can see a guy and I can go, one guy I saw, he was really creepy, just a freak. Keep this guy away from anybody, creepazoid. Then I realized that was the day I can't get high around mirrors anymore. That was very sad. It's a very sad day for me. I've got a weird vibe about me. I've got a vibe like I did the hokey pokey, but I never turned myself around. You guys know what I mean? I am banned from a lot of zoos. I got banned from the Atlanta Zoo for trying to put fishnet leggings on the ostriches, Gotta show off them legs, big fella. That's what I'm feeling. I'd be remiss if we didn't say we're 10 years from the Titanic sinking, the anniversary of that, 1914. The good thing is, I know it's a tragedy, but at least we'll never lose another life because of the Titanic. That'll never happen again. We can put that behind us. I did read about one of the survivors of the Titanic, good lady. She actually broke her arm the first night she was on the Titanic. She fell and broke her arm. And the reason why she survived, she was one of the first people to get on the life rafts to leave because they told her she couldn't get her cast wet. So it's get her out of here. This is less of a speakeasy, more of a hard listen, if you know what I mean. That's what this feels like. Maybe just on my side. I did grow up around a lot of chicken fighting, unfortunately. You guys, cockfighting, you guys know what that is? I don't approve. I think it's a horrible thing, but I do promote peacock fighting. I do that. So if anybody wants to come see these fancy birds go to war, you guys follow me on Instagram. They're for a peaceful bird, they are very violent, mostly passively aggressive. You'll hear one of them say something on his breath I didn't know we were going out with their feathers looking like this today. All right. Good stuff. I do have that dog in me. I like when people say, I got that dog in me. The problem is the breed of dog in me is one of those Pomeranians that you carry around in your purse. I get treated like a bitch in public all the time. People treat me like a bitch, and I'm only half bitch, on my mom's side. You know what I mean? Praise God. I like my grandmother, great-grandmother. She actually... I'll get real with you guys for a minute. My great-grandmother lived during the Great Depression. I know that hasn't happened yet. But like many people, the Great Depression happens in our 30s. My great-grandmother actually did live during the Great Depression. It's very sad because she was telling me there were a lot of hungry nights and it's very difficult for my grandmother. And then she showed me a picture of her and her family at the time of the Great Depression. And my great-grandmother was fat during the Great Depression. And this wasn't right. This wasn't right when it started. This wasn't leftover fat from a better time. This was 5 years into the Great Depression. This was leftovers fat. She was eating all the leftovers so nobody else could have any. It was terrible. But then I was giving her the business about it. She's like, it was really hard for me growing up because I had to share a house with 7 siblings. I was like, is that after you ate 3 of them, Grandma? Let's get real. One of my favorite ads, my favorite ad right now is this Chick-fil-A ad where it's the cows and they make a sign that says eat more chicken. But it's not spelled right because they're cows, which I thought was interesting. But my favorite thing about it is that the idea is that these cows now understand English and they understand language and they can communicate to people, and their first message isn't, hey, stop eating us, don't eat animals, quit eating cows. It's just, no, go get those fucking chickens, go get them. I feel like if they found an unopened letter from Holocaust survivors that were Jewish during the concentration camp, and they opened the letter from these survivors, and all it says is, y'all should kill more gypsies. Y'all make a lot of noise for Trey Lissamore, everybody. Hell yeah.